The grass was only greener because it was fake. They're fake too. And they like fake things. And that's why they went for the greener grass behind your back and betrayed you. You know what they say, your rejection is God's protection. Well, that phrase has never been more apt than when you look at them today. See, the devil likes to promise us quick fixes. It's always some dream of getting all the gold without doing any of the work. And people who want to believe such fairy tales are all too eager to fall for glitz and glamour, the false light, the promises of clout and easy money. All you got to do is just, betray your conscience a little bit right here. It's all right. Anyway, they deserve it. So you're really doing a good thing. Come on in. Let's have lots of sex and dream about this great future coming our way. Never works. We're emerging from a society that was built on that ethic. We're trained to think that way from a young age. And one might be tempted to feel sorry for these people. I mean, they were just deluded. All the black magic. I mean, it could happen to anyone, right? Anyone can make this mistake. Over and over and over and over again for 10, 15, 20 years. Anyone could do it. Not just anyone. Only someone with a complete lack of character. A complete lack of grounding. Someone who judges reality as so bad it's not worth facing. And who ultimately has judged themselves as so contemptible that being true and real and loving is out of the picture. The grass was only greener because it was fake. But they didn't care. Like that guy in The Matrix who said, "Put me to sleep. I want to taste a steak and I don't want to know that it's fake. I want that illusion." They wanted that illusion. They put themselves to sleep, thinking the illusion could be better than the real thing. Now, the universe is delivering a pretty harsh wake-up call because you're standing in green pastures with flowers around you, dancing and twirling like the Griswolds, while they're sitting in a barren, dry desert filled with snakes. And they probably don't walk near the mirrors much anymore, but when they do, they see a snake staring back at them because they don't have your light anymore to glamorize their own self-opinion with. There's a principle in psychology called internal masking. We all will tend to socially mask parts of ourselves that we fear might be judged. But the really dangerous trick these fake-seeking snakes who betrayed you started to play on themselves was to do that with themselves. It's called internal masking, creating a sense of who we are that's glamorized so that we don't have to admit to ourselves what we're doing and what we really look like from the outside. Well, these tricksters who betrayed you and gathered in their hordes, and betraying became a lifestyle for them. And so the stories that they had to tell against you became a lifestyle to them. And you became their obsession. And maintaining these narratives against you became part of a weird lifestyle against you that you would never have imagined would be possible because you're not nearly as interesting to yourself as you were to them. Yet on the surface, they treated you like crap. They acted like you were a non-issue, boring, annoying at best. Except when they needed something, then they'd give you a morsel of fake affection to make sure they could keep you on the hook while they depleted you behind the scenes. And how did they get through all these years doing that? Deep internal masking, telling themselves a story about who they are. And a big piece of that story was that in their future, it was a done deal. They were going to get your wealth and your inheritance. And everything that's good about you was theirs. And that internal mask that they created was in a sense a reflection of the real you. So over time, they came to think they were you. And that your energy was theirs. And they resented you for being alive. Because your mere existence was evidence to them of their non-existence, of the lie that they were pretending to be. So now here we are. You've chosen to follow your calling. You've chosen to reclaim your power. You've stuck it out through thick and thin. And everything they did and threw at you, instead of getting bitter and shutting down and playing their game and joining their horde of wicked thieves, you surrendered the ego attachments. You took the lesson with humility. And now your light is shining freely for all to see. And it's the same light they saw that first attracted them to you before the devil stepped in and lured them on to greener pastures that were made of astroturf, that now are brown, charred remnants of a dream that was based on fool's gold. You're shining now. And they are standing in a desert, realizing that the entire thing was an illusion. And that their whole identity, since that choice point in their lives, was an illusion. They're wishing that they could go back now. They're wishing that they didn't throw away the blessing. They're finally getting it. Why? Because the laws of karma and worldly justice are coming down, not because of conscience. The grass was only greener because it was fake. But please remember, they were fake the moment they made that choice. And the them who made that choice that's now in regret, wishing they made a different choice, is still fake. These people do not know reality. And the only way that they're going to get to know reality is to respect it. And the only way they're going to respect it is through intense pain of smashing through the false self. The false self. They were, even back then, when they made that conscienceless choice to go against you. So celebrate their misery by shining your light with the collective here, freely, happily, knowing that their suffering is the only force that will ever set them free. You were chosen for a reason, and believe it or not, that reason consisted largely of being the only human on earth capable of helping these stupid motherfuckers liberate their souls from this demonic oppression and find freedom and true happiness and greener pastures of real grass in this life or the next. Congratulations. Job well done. Now let's let go of all the serious stuff, can we? Let's look forward together and have some fun.